Good morning, everybody. This is Todd with the Forex Nitty Gritty Insiders Daily Video. Hope you're having a great day today. Hope you had a good weekend. We're at the beginning of another week. And really the first full week back here into the 2013 trading year. And, it's nice to have the holidays. It's nice also to be through the holidays from a trading perspective so that we can work on trading and really being able to put into practice some of the goals that we have as traders over the last, that we've come up with over the last little while here. And so hopefully you're at the point where you've got some goals set for how you want to trade, and you're going to be hopefully getting ready to implement those for this new year. It's been a choppy 2012, but hopefully it'll be more deliberate in 2013. So with that, let's take a look, a first look here of the year of what's been happening with the various currency pairs. Here's the Euro-US dollar. There's a couple of lines I want to put on here. First is this line here. Now remember, whenever we look at longer term charts, if it's not something that we're trading, we're really looking to try to identify the trend, support, and resistance areas. So we have a little bit of resistance that was broken. You can see right here towards the beginning of December, went up, came back, and now we're kind of back down through here. So the question is whether or not we're going to see a retracement back down and really just kind of get into this sideways movement, or if we're going to be able to find some type of support here and see it bounce up and begin to move higher. And so keep an eye on that. Also on this particular chart, let's draw a little bit longer term line here, and you can see that we may be coming back down towards a support area here where we would anticipate seeing a little bit of a bounce up on this. So we'll keep an eye on that for the euro dollar. The Aussie dollar, and you can see that we're a little more choppy here, but you can see a similar type of a pattern where we have some resistance and we've got some support really kind of feeding into this triangle formation. At some point it's going to break out of that. We don't know when, we just know that at some point that it's likely to do that. Now, as we go forward here, we really can look at doing a couple things. We can look at trading as it comes down from resistance or up off of support. Now in this case, if we added a moving average, we're probably going to see the moving averages going up, and so we'd be looking for these areas here as it comes up off support for the simple trading method. So this is one that we can trade within that triangle there because it is a fairly wide triangle. U.S. Swiss franc, on here we can draw some lines of really kind of a wedging formation. Again, looking to trade as it begins to move down in the direction of the trend. In this case, from an area of resistance right in here, looking at the lowest low of the last three, catching this as it begins to move back down, again in the overall direction of the trend here. Pound dollar. Pretty volatile over the last little while. We can look again for our areas of resistance. Go out here a little bit further to see if we can see our trend line here. Yeah, so we can, got a pretty strong trend line. We're kind of sitting on that right now. So looking forward here with the trend moving up as it is, pull back to an area of support, looking to get in as it begins to move up. Highest high of the last three is right here, but tomorrow, the highest high of the last three is going to be here. So potentially going to have a good entry area there if it starts to move up off of that level. US Japanese yen, hard trading in 2012 until this breakout the last 2 months, and this thing just went crazy. I'm not sure that at this point we're sitting in a position where we can do much until we wait for that retracement, that pullback, to look at getting into the trade as it begins to move up. So pretty tough when it comes to knowing when to get into this. But watch it. Look for the opportunity to get in as it begins to settle and build a base this year. US CAD. Here we've got some of my lines here. Some wedging, so to speak, in here, or really forming a triangle. So again, looking for a move above the highest high of the last three, which in this case would be up here, but waiting for that to come back down is and settle is really going to be what we're looking for. And so that's kind of a look here of what's happening with the daily charts on the 6 major pairs. You want to keep an eye on that. You want to identify trends, look for support and resistance, and then apply the rules for this and look for the setups for that simple trading method. If you can do that, you'll be trading properly and having success with your trade. So if you have questions about that, feel free to let me know. If not, have a great rest of the day, and we'll be back tomorrow to see how the markets continue and see if there's any questions that we can answer. So until then, trade well, use good risk management, and wait for the setups to occur when you trade. Have a great day.